Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another topic related to style attribute. So we are going to discuss three new more properties that we can apply to style attribute in HTML programming. Okay. So to explain this in a simpler way, what I will do, I will explain the code one by one. Like firstly, we will discuss about the property which is visibility. Then we will talk about the writing mode, and then later we will talk about the direction property. Okay, so we are going to cover these three properties. Now before we start, I just want to let you know that prior to this session we have already discussed various things related to style attributes. So if you have not watched those sessions, then please go and check out those sessions first, because in this entire playlist each and every session is in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow the sequence, it would be really very helpful for you to understand the ongoing topics. Okay, because for now we are just focusing on three attributes only, three properties only, which is visibility, writing mode and direction. Okay, fine. So I think now we are good to start with session. So first of all, you can see here I have just noted down the basic structure of our HTML program, where we have just declared one heading and one paragraph. So let me show you the output of this. So you can see it is just showing me the heading, which is HTML by Sharmit, and the paragraph tag. Clear? All right, so now it's time to see the first thing, which is style attribute with property visibility. So for that I'm just using the same paragraph, so I'll just copy it here just to save my time. Okay, so now in paragraph tag we will include the style attribute, so I'll just add style, and here we will use the visibility, and there are two options, hidden, visible. Okay, so let's go with hidden. Once you make it hidden, after a save, when you call refresh your web browser, you will see there is nothing. Why? You have refreshed your page, okay, still it is not showing anything. Why? Because we have intentionally make it hidden. Okay, so visibility is mainly used to decide whether you want to show that particular element on web browser or not. If you want to show it, either like by default visibility is visible, but if you want to specify, you can specify like this. Okay, so you can see now it is coming, but when you are coming with hidden option, then it will show you nothing. Now some of you might be thinking, like, why do we need this? Like, if we are not going to show this on a web browser, then why we are using it? Because there are some scenarios in project where we are supposed to make the field hidden intentionally. So although it will take the space, it will occupy the proper spacing, but still, but it would not come on the screen, it would not be visible. Okay, so whenever, as I mentioned, like if there is any scenario where we are not supposed to, for example, you are designing something, a logic where we are for a particular condition we want to show the box, but for another particular condition we don't want to show it. So in that case, what we can do, we can utilize the this thing, which is visibility. Okay, all right. Now the next thing is writing mode. So how we can use writing mode property with a style attribute, and what it will do? So for that, I'll just simply copy the paragraph tag from here and I'll paste it down. Okay, now what we will do, we will use the style attribute. So simply write style, and now we will mention it as a writing mode. So in writing mode, we have some options like sideways LR, sideways RL, vertical LR, and vertical RL. So let's go with vertical LR. So what it will do, it will show your text in vertical direction. Let me refresh my web browser. So you will see now the text is coming, but in a vertical way. Text is same, welcome to the Sharmit podcast, but it is coming the vertical direction. So this is vertical LR. Similarly, we have other options as well that you can explore by yourself. Like there are multiple options: sideways LR, sideways RL, vertical LR, vertical RL. So if I go with sideways LR, you will see, okay, I think we removed the thing. Yeah, so if I save it and refresh it, you will see this is coming like this. Okay, so it is up to you, like what type of direction writing mode you want to select, but for list you can simply put colon and then it will show you all possible values. Okay, so you can give a try. So for now I'm just going to use with vertical LR again, just to show my code in the left vertically. Okay, vertically left to right. All right, so this is the one thing, and likewise we have another option, but I think there is something wrong with it, because if you try to go it with a RL, we are using RL, and if after a save when you refresh it, still it is coming in the same way, but maybe some other issues there. But no problem, like we will keep it as it is for now. The main thing is that we just wanted to use writing mode, and we used it in order to write the code in vertical order. Clear? Fine. Now the next and the last property of this session is direction. So why do we need direction? When you want to write your text for a in a particular direction, maybe from left to right or from right to left, so in that case we will utilize the property and value which is direction. Okay, so to show you that, let's copy the paragraph again. After copy we will paste it here in line number 20, maybe 30 line, paste it here. Okay, now what we will do, we will simply write here direction, which will open this thing, but before that we need to mention style attribute, then direction, and then there are two possible values, right? LTR or RTL. LTR or RTL. So what is the meaning of LTR? LTR means left to right. So when you want to show your code from left to right direction, you can select with this option, which is LTR, then simply save your code and refresh your browser. So you can see the text is coming, or the paragraph is coming in the left to right direction. Okay, similarly if you want to show your code from right to left, in that case we will simply copy this paragraph again, and we will just change it to RTL. Instead of LTR we will write RTL, then simply press Ctrl save and refresh your browser. So this text is coming in from right to left direction. Okay, so this is the advantage of using direction style attribute, through which we can easily decide from where to where we want to move the direction of the text. And one more thing I want to mention here, like it is not only for the paragraph, there are other things also that we can use, and same style attribute we can try with those elements in order to change the direction and to decide the things. Okay, so I think now this particular part is clear to all of you, like how we are utilizing the visibility, writing mode and direction. Okay, now I would suggest you, like, to learn any topic, it's always better to create one example for the topic which we are learning and try different options. Like we just explored direction. So for direction you should know like what is the meaning of LTR, what is the meaning of RTL, how we can change the direction from left to right or right to left. Why? Because these are some interview questions. In interviews, if you are preparing for an interview, and if interviewer may ask you like what is the meaning of direction LTR and direction RTL, so answer is in the statement itself, right? You can hear it properly. Direction LTR means left to right, direction RTL which means direction from right to left. Okay, similarly if someone asks you what is the use of visibility, if we are not going to show, if we are not showing anything on browser, then why we are using it on code? Because there are some condition where we are supposed, like some real life example, maybe you can tell like for a particular condition we don't want to show the element, so in that case we can use hidden, but conditionally wise, like we might change it later. So for a time being, just assume a scenario, there is one website where you are working on one particular element, and by the time you don't want to show it on the browser until you are done with it, right? For example, we are creating paragraphs. So right now we have just only one line, but it could contain more than 20 or 100 lines, right? But it is not completed yet. So by then what we can do, we can keep it as hidden, and once we are ready with everything, then we can make it visible, or visibility we can change to visible. Okay, so yeah, these are the things which I wanted to share with you all in this session. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.